So apparently California wants to become its own state now, which I guess this isn't the first time that they've tried to do this, but guys, please don't leave the United States. The California Constitution is not the same as the United States of America Constitution. You will lose your freedom of speech. You will lose your Second Amendment, especially your Second Amendment. That would be the first thing they take from you. This just isn't a good idea. You should not try to secede from the U.S. Texas has tried something similar. And overall, it's just not a great idea. You should not secede. You can't secede, in fact. If you want to secede from the United States, you will have to go to war. You will have to go to war with the United States government, because that's basically how the states got their rights. We fought a civil war, and if you want to leave the Union, you will have to shed blood to leave the Union. There was blood to get in the Union. There will be blood to get out of the Union. So it's just a terrible idea. I don't know who these Cal exit people are. But just terrible idea. I guess it's not the first time, and the only reason they're doing this is because of Trump. They're trying to shore up support because of Donald Trump being in office. It's ultimately what it is. But we'll go into this article from the Newsweek and give my opinion further on it. So California independence could be on the ballot in 2028. So California Secretary of State Shirley Weber has approved a campaign to gather signatures petitioning for a vote on whether the Golden State should leave the United States and become an independent country. Newsweek contacted Marcus Evans, who was running the campaign, and the White House for comment via email on Saturday outside regular office hours. Excuse me. And yeah, no, this is absolutely, I would go as far to say that it is retarded. You can't leave the Union. Even if we voted for it, you aren't allowed to leave the Union. That's not how it works. We would need support from foreign governments, and we would basically need to start a revolution in order to leave the country. You can't just up and leave. That's not how it works. Even if you voted, that's not how it works. What you could vote to do, which is a lot easier to do, is bring counties into your state, like Idaho is trying to do with Californian counties, and I believe some Oregon counties as well. That is plausible, but just outright leaving the United States and turning it from the 50 states to 49 states, yeah, that will never happen in hundreds of years. I wouldn't say millions. I can't see that far ahead, but the next few hundred years, I don't see that happening. The United States would have to have quite the fall in order for a revolution to be pulled off, especially in a state like California. A lot of people don't have guns here. I mean, yeah, there are some people, and who knows how many illegal guns they have, but going up against the military in the case of secession, no way. California is by some margin the wealthiest and most populous state in the Union. According to the International Monetary Fund 2023 World Economic Outlook, California had the 5th largest economy in the world, placing it behind Japan and ahead of India and the United Kingdom. Yeah, we have a very large economy. There's quite a few people here. We are a larger economy than some actual countries. A lot of actual countries, in fact, but that does not mean you get to become a country yourself. And also, just look at the way California is being run. Look at the recent wildfires. That's another excellent point, by the way. Yeah, sure, let's become our own country. What would happen? Let's say we're our own country right now. I guess we don't have a federal government anymore to, handle the wildfire relief. Like, what kind of stupid crap is this? You want to become our own country, but we can't even run the state, efficiently. You look at all the money that's missing. You look at the $24 billion for homelessness, just gone, vanished. $8 billion towards water reservoirs that never got started, gone. Money's gone. The billions of dollars spent on a speed bullet train, whatever, that's not finished. We don't know where that's at. Just all kinds of stuff. Before Gavin Newsom got in office, we had $100 billion surplus meaning we have excess money. We have more money than we need. And now we're in over a $40 billion debt, and we have money missing all over the place. So yeah, sure, go ahead, become your own country. See how long that lasts. Because look at the fires. Look at all the things going wrong in this. Look at all the things going wrong specifically in this state. You becoming a country on your own will certainly not help that. that, and it will only advance California's downfall, which I don't appreciate because I love this state. This state is amazing. I grew up here. I was born here. I do not want to see it leave the United States. I do not want to lose my constitutional rights. And it's just terrible. This is terrible. The people of California are complete idiots, and it's very unfortunate that they can't see, they can't see what's going on in this state. The same people have been running it for the past, decade now, and you would think that after a decade of running it into the ground, they'd be like, maybe we should try something different. But here we are. We have the same people like, you know what? Donald Trump's in office. He's going to be terrible. Let's just leave the union. Let's just secede. Absolutely ridiculous. CalExit, a group that campaigns for California independence, described Trump's presidential election win in November as an attack on everything California cares about and argued that it strengthened the state's case for secession. In 2024, the Texas Republican Party included in its own platform a call for a referendum on the state becoming an independent nation, which I also disagree with. I don't think Texas should become their own country either. The reasoning for them wanting to become their own country was because of the infringement on their rights, like the Second Amendment and stuff like that, as well as the issues we were seeing at the border where they weren't allowed to protect their own border. So I kind of get where Texas is coming from, but again, we need to work that out within the United States legislature and government. We do not need to resort to revolution and secession. It's not a great idea, and stuff like this certainly does not help like the case for people like Tim Pool, who have been calling let me reword that. People like Tim Pool, who have been saying that a civil war is on the horizon. That's not exactly what he says. He basically points out that there's a lot of things happening in the country that could devolve into civil war, and this is more so to that fact. The more conflict we see like this, the more likely a civil war is to happen. A lot of people don't know, but I think it was like less than 5% of the population actually participated in the Civil War the first time around. So you don't need a whole lot of people to actually get up in arms. On Thursday, Weber announced that the Independence Petition Initiative, which Evans launched from Fresno, could begin collecting signatures to have an independence vote included on California's 2020 election ballot. Campaigners must gather 546,000 signatures, constituting 5% of the total votes cast for Governor Gavin Newsom in November 2022, and submit them to county election officials by July 22nd, 2025. The question proposed by the campaign is, should California leave the United States and become a free and independent country? No, it should not. Definitely should not. You don't want to lose your rights. You don't want to lose the federal assistance that California gets. Look at right now. We literally had to call Trump in. I posted a video about that this morning. We literally had to call Trump in to come and save us because we don't know what the frick to do with all the fires. So no, we should not become our own country. We can't even handle what we're dealing with now. We don't need to put more power in the Californian government hands. They can't even wield the power they have now properly. According to the campaign, if at least 50% of registered Californian voters cast their ballots and at least 55% of the participants vote yes, it could constitute a vote of no confidence in the United States of America and an expression of the will of the people of California to become an independent state. The results of the vote would not be legally binding, and the federal government would be under no obligation to respect its outcome. The proposal would create a commission to report on California's visibility as an independent country. It would also provide $10 million as a one-off payment for the commission and election, and an additional $2 million from state coffers to run the commission each year. So what it means when it says state coffers, by the way, is they want to take $2 million of taxpayer money every year on top of a one-time $10 million just so they can keep running campaigns for California to be their own country. So they're literally taking our money that could be going towards other important things like, I don't know, wildfire prevention, and they're literally trying to advertise us become our own country. Ridiculous, absolutely stupid, but not surprised from California. CalExit wrote on its website on November 6th, Californians did not put their full faith and trust behind the CalExit option in 2016. Now it is 2024, and Trump is back, and he will come with even more tools and skill and supporters than last time. Do we need to wait until 2028 to realize that this is the trajectory of the country we share borders with? The country we share borders with. You're a part of the country. And notice how they didn't do this in 2020. That's because Joe Biden was in office. So now all of a sudden, because their guy's not in office, oh, we gotta leave. Oh my God, it's so bad. Trump's gonna come in and deport all the illegals and help us with wildfires. Ah! Terrible. Absolutely terrible. So tragic for you. I feel so terrible. Yeah, you know what? You changed my mind. We should secede. Trump is big evil orange man. We must leave to protect ourselves from him. Very bad. Very dangerous. The U.S. Constitution does not include a mechanism for state secession. In 1869, following the Civil War, the Supreme Court ruled that the act of admitting a state into the Union was final, with no place for reconsideration or revocation, except through revolution or through consent of the states. So it says or through consent of the states, but looking into it, I don't really know what it means by consent of the states. It could be like ratifying a constitutional amendment, in which in that case you would need 2/3 of the House and Senate. So it could be something like that. And then California would also need to vote on it, and like other states would have to vote on it. It would be a massive process, and I don't ever see it happening. But guys, please, if California does try to secede, please come save me. Okay, wait. Please come save me. I don't want to be a part of the country of California. I will try to flee to the best of my abilities, but if they prevent me, please save me. I don't want to be a part of the country of California. Please. Thank you guys for anyone coming to save me when that happens. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Get in contact with me on Twitter or something. But anyway, I thought this was a funny video, because this is just ridiculous. This is never gonna happen, but it's funny to see that they're trying. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Check out my other videos, and look out for new ones on the way. Thank you very much. Peace out.